Where are you going, Holmes? Have you been invited somewhere?
We have been invited, Watson.
We have. Where to?
To the Baker Street Irregulars' annual dinner. They sent us an invitation. It is on the table.
A dinner? How could those street urchins afford anything like that? I can't understand your interest in them, Holmes. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet.
Watson, you should be excited. It is a secret dinner. Its location changes every year. Read the menu. Sounds mouth-watering.
All right. We, the secret police of Baker Street, invite you, Sherlock Holmes, and Dr. Watson to our annual dinner.
Doktor mit H.
Menu, entree, frozen rat head salad. Is this a joke?
Not at all. Pray continue.
Main course, sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Sounds disgusting, Holmes. Hedgehog goulash. Street turnips in homemade juice. And it goes on.
I can hear them on the stairs now.
Well, we can't go there. We can't eat that.
Watson, you'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. We have to go.
Oh, Mr. Holmes.
It is fine, Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Holmes!
Wiggins, Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me the dinner is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes, it's my brother Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men. You have to help us, Mr. Holmes, 'cause I know he didn't do it.
Where is he now?
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Holmes, we have to help him.
Well, and forget about the dinner. Wiggins, I'll take the case.
You're fantastic, Mr. Holmes. I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene. You'll be there, right? It's on Half Moon Street in Whitechapel.
Very well.
So, also, was für ein Dinner mag das wohl sein, wenn wir das Menü gehört haben? Also ich würde es jetzt auch nicht essen. Und damit erstmal herzlich willkommen zum 6., glaube ich, und somit letzten Fall. Jetzt eine Weile her, seitdem ich das letzte Mal gespielt habe. Aber jetzt werden wir das Spiel abschließen. Genau, und ich schaue mir das hier mal an, was hier jetzt richtig gewesen wäre. Also ich hatte mich entschieden, White ist eine Komplizin. Genau, jetzt gucke ich mal. Und es war auch tatsächlich richtig. Aber wie gesagt, ich glaube, ansonsten hätte er in dem Abschiedsbrief nicht die Schuld auf sich genommen, weil, ja, ich denke, er wollte sie einfach schützen. Und den anderen, glaube ich, hätte er nicht so geschützt. So, und hier. Na schön. Da haben wir die tödliche Pflanze aus Kew Gardens. Alles klar. So. Finden Sie heraus, wer die Morde in der Half Moon Street verübt hat. Untersuchen Sie den Tatort und reden Sie mit den Zeugen. Befragen Sie auf der Polizeistation Leighton Chapman, keine Ahnung, und untersuchen Sie seine persönlichen Gegenstände. Alles klar. Dann fangen wir erstmal damit an, würde ich sagen.
Mr. Holmes, whatever brings you here so late at night?
I'm interested in the case of young Leighton Chapman. He was arrested earlier this evening and accused of a double murder.
I beg your pardon? That case is quite clear to the police. Or are there any new facts that we don't know about?
Who knows, Inspector?
Look, you are free to investigate, of course, Mr. Holmes. Chapman was arrested with a revolver in his possession, which you can find in the evidence room. The suspect himself is in custody.
Did you find anything else on his person?
A few personal belongings. Nothing particular, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, Lestrade.
Na, das wollen wir uns doch erstmal ansehen. Nasenform, okay. Jetzt weiß ich nicht mehr, wo das war. Hier vorne. Moment mal. Da, glaube ich, genau. Rein in die gute Stube.
So this is the gun that Leighton was holding when he was caught by the police. It is a Webley revolver, a reliable weapon.
Okay.
It seems as though the shells were not removed from the cylinder. Two out of the 6 shells have been fired. There were 2 shots.
Ich finde es ja immer wieder interessant, was die da so
These cigarettes
herausfinden.
are filled with cheap tobacco. Nothing interesting.
Was die da so herausfinden
A
können.
cheap watch, bought with his own money, no doubt.
Mhm. Okay. Dann hören wir ihn uns einfach mal an. Wo ist er denn?
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Good evening, Mr. Chapman.
Who are you? I've got nothing to say. It's all a mistake.
Calm down, Leighton. I have come here to help you. To find out if you truly are innocent, as your younger brother Wiggins has told me.
My brother? You know him? Then that means you're...
Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, blimey. All right, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell you everything.
Mhm. Hoffentlich. Erzählst du uns alles. Mhm.
Good. Tell me your account of what happened.
I left my work and I hurried up to see the fireworks in Whitechapel. I was late, so I decided to cut through Half Moon Street. I saw the first fireworks light up in the sky. I bumped into a constable on a corner before entering Half Moon. Then suddenly, what with all the firework flare, I saw 2 men. They were both lying flat in the middle of the street. I stopped where I was. I thought about turning back to the police, but as I was thinking of that, I saw a third person. He was leaning over the body that was furthest from me. The second I saw him, he raised his head and he stared at me. In a flash, I saw his gun, but he made a dash for it instead and he escaped through Whitechapel Street.
So you might still have had time to return to the constable.
I panicked. I didn't know what to do. Anyway, I approached the bodies just to see if they were still alive.
Mhm.
I saw that one had blood pumping out of his stomach. He was dying. It was horrible. The second one was already dead. He had a hole in his head. He was holding a gun in his hand, though. I took it, and then I followed the third man.
Okay. Hört sich aber eigentlich bis jetzt glaubwürdig an, würde ich sagen.
Interesting. Pray, continue.
I turned a corner, and I saw the man standing in the middle of the street. He seemed to be in some sort of panic. And then, Mr. Holmes, something strange happened. I told the police and they laughed at what I said, but I swear to you, my words are true. I started running towards him. But then I was blinded by a flash. It was so bright that I hardly saw anything for a good dozen seconds. But I kept running forward. As I arrived in Whitechapel, I heard a woman screaming. And then I was caught by the police. But there wasn't a trace of that man. Of course, then they found a gun and all that blood. I couldn't see the murderer escaping and all that mess. Perhaps I was still half-blinded at that moment.
A thrilling account, my young man.
Hört sich irgendwie so an, als würde da jemand, also als hätte ihn jemand mit Absicht geblendet.
Leighton, are you able to describe the person whom you saw standing in Half Moon Street?
Well, I wasn't able to see his face at all. It was too dark, and he was too far away. I could see his silhouette.
And what about that?
Nothing so special. He was wearing a jacket. He was quite average in size and his weight.
I see. Was there anything else that struck you at the time?
No. But perhaps... It's strange, but I can't remember the sound of his footsteps as he was running away. Perhaps it was because of the fireworks or the surprise of me seeing him.
We shall see you soon, young man.
Ist der denn geflogen oder wie? Also das ist jetzt wirklich das Einzige, was ein bisschen strange ist. Okay. Ein interessanter Fall. Achso, der Fall heißt übrigens Schüsse bei Mondlicht. Wenn ihr es noch nicht wusstet, sorry, habe ich vergessen. So. Dann sollten wir jetzt zum Tatort, oder? Ich schätze mal. Okay, also sind wir jetzt hier. Was ist mit ihm denn da nicht richtig? Er hat bestimmt nichts gesehen. Oh. Ja, alles klar. Also muss ich hier rein. Ja, man sieht hier aber auch wirklich keinen Meter, ne? Nun denn, wir schauen einfach mal, was hier los ist.
Please, gentlemen, leave the scene now. Oh, Mr. Holmes, is that you?
Good evening, Constable...
Constable Marrow. I was here with Inspector Aberline during the Ripper case, Mr. Holmes, back in '88. But then this is nothing like that case. With this one, we've got the murderer, the weapon, and the statements, which speak for themselves.
Of course, Marrow. But you know that appearances can sometimes be deceiving. Who were the victims?
The two men here, both shot. The stab fellow was Brian Vercotti, a well-known ruffian. The other, Kenneth Butler, a jeweller by trade.
You spoke of statements. You have witnesses?
Well, I was there, so I gave my own statement. And then there were two other witnesses who said they saw the killer Chapman. Mr. Turner, a gentleman who lives in that flat over there. And Polly Powell, a flower seller, who was over at the far side of the street.
Okay.
So, Constable Marrow, I should be delighted to hear your testimony.
I was standing at the north side of Half Moon Street. That was the side that you came from.
But you would have been unable to observe this part of the street, where we are standing now.
That is correct. But I saw the two victims slowly enter Half Moon Street, and then shortly after, the fireworks started. A few minutes after that, the fellow Chapman rushed towards me and ran into Half Moon Street.
Please continue.
I didn't pay attention, but suddenly I heard a woman's cries and police whistles on the other side of Half Moon Street. I rushed over there and I saw the two dead bodies on the ground. When I reached Whitechapel Street, I saw Leighton Chapman. He'd been caught by two police constables.
Did you hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The fireworks were all over the sky. They were so loud I couldn't hear anything else.
What were the fireworks in honour of, Constable?
Well, today's Queen Victoria's birthday, Mr. Holmes.
Yes, I appear to have lost track of the days. It is May now, of course. Constable Marrow, what else caught your attention while you were running through Half Moon Street?
I saw nothing but rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
Das ist ja sehr kurios.
Did you happen to look up at Mr. Turner's window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
Constable, your statements have been of great value to me.
Das ist ja auch schon wieder komisch. Na gut.
The bullet struck his head. This man didn't stand a chance.
Da liegt auch ein Zettel. Mhm.
This is an ordinary key. I wonder what kind of door it opens.
Ach, das ist ein Holzstück.
A piece of wood that has stuck between the cobblestones. Let us take a closer look.
Das sah aus wie so ein kleiner Zettel.
This shard of wood is quite new.
Okay. Und der andere?
He tried to stop the bleeding with his hand. Death was not instant. The bullet penetrated his stomach, a dreadful wound. A tattoo from Westgate Prison. Vercotti must have done some time there. Brian Vercotti and Leighton Chapman both have identical Westgate Prison tattoos.
Ganz genau.
They were most likely acquainted.
Könnte möglich sein.
Brian Vercotti suffered greatly. What a terrible way to die.
So, was haben wir jetzt hier? Doppelmord. Ja, keine Ahnung. Weiß ich doch jetzt noch nicht. Was haben wir noch? Dunkles Fenster. Was weiß ich. Ich glaube, das können wir noch nicht machen. So. Rudi hat sich auch die Krallen geschärft. Was? Ein Stab.
A fairly long pole with a forked end.
Okay. Muss ich mich denn hier noch weiter umsehen? Ach, da hinten ist ja auch noch jemand. Gar nicht gesehen. Guten Tag.
Good evening, Mr. Turner.
I heard Constable Marrow reply to you as Mr. Holmes. Are you that detective, gentleman? I've heard of you. And, well, I know things about this evening.
Excellent. Might we hear your story?
Erstmal anschauen. Ein Kriegsveteran. Hä?
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
I was already in bed when the fireworks started. A few moments after, I clearly heard 2 gunshots from outside.
Please continue.
I quickly got up and I grabbed a lamp from my nightstand and I rushed towards the window. I looked down and I saw 2 bodies. And there was a man with a gun who was standing nearby.
Where exactly?
Well, near this body.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
Mhm.
Mr. Turner, did you see anyone else in the street?
No, I saw no one but that man, the murderer, the fellow they caught.
Were the two shots you heard consecutive?
Yes, there was a very short pause between them, and they sounded different somehow. It seemed to me that the second shot was louder than the first.
That is an interesting comment. Mr. Turner, what were your actions after you stepped up to the window?
I was afraid that the man with a gun might return, so I stayed close to the window till I saw the policeman coming in the half-moon from Whitechapel. Then I walked out to tell them everything I saw.
You have helped us a great deal, Mr. Turner.
So, nicht wundern, ich bin wieder ein bisschen abgelenkt, weil der kleine Findus hier ist, ne? Jetzt muss er natürlich wieder schmusen. Legst du dich mal hin? Bitte? Könnt ihr bestimmt nicht schnurren hören. So, weiter geht's im Text. So, gleichzeitige Schüsse. Er konnte Unterschiede zwischen den 2 Schüssen hören, weil in Wahrheit 3 Schüsse abgefeuert wurden. Zuerst ein einzelner und direkt danach 2 gleichzeitige Schüsse. Okay. Schussposition. Ich denke dann wahrscheinlich eher Schussposition, oder? Ich weiß nicht. Das stimmt eigentlich. Das ist ein Widerspruch tatsächlich. Okay. Was ist denn hier los? Muss ich das? Nö. Okay. Lass bitte den Stift liegen. Oh, diese Katzen. So. Immer noch B? Hä? Ach so, muss ich ihn drauf ansprechen?
Mr. Turner, you have stated that you remained close by your window after the crime. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes. I stayed at my window until the policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
Hä? Wie jetzt? Holzstück? Upsi.
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes. I stayed at my window until the policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
That is very interesting, Mr. Turner. Constable Marrow stated that he did not see anyone at the window when he was running through Half Moon Street.
Das müsste doch Marrows
I think
Aussage
Constable
heißen,
Marrow
oder?
and me, we might have been distracted by the whistles and shouts coming from Whitechapel. We could have missed each other somehow. You understand what I mean? It was a bit of a stressful moment, to tell you the truth, sir.
Allow me to form my own theories, Mr. Turner. Would you mind showing me the view that you had from your window?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. Please, follow me.